Well, thank fuck for that. Again, thank fuck for that. Barca, what are you doing, bro? What are you guys doing? Why do you guys want to make us stress for? What have we done to deserve this? What have we done? Tell me, what do we have done? We're close to the end. You want to make us fucking stuff. All right, guys. Let's Barcelona get the 2-1 win today over Valladoid away from home. Thankfully, we got the win in a game where it started like shit. We got scored on immediately. My ESPN wasn't working. I missed 5 minutes of the game. The moment I click onto the game, the moment it finally shows up, they score. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm a curse, obviously. And then thankfully, in that second half, we step up and we get the win. But yeah, very stressful match for sure. We're in the league right now. We're top of the league, 4 points, but we can't be affording these kind of loss or draws. We can't be dropping points now, especially when we're playing against the bottom of the league team. But thankfully, at the end of the day, we got the win. But yeah, let's quickly go over what happened today. There's not much to really talk about, but let's quickly go over what happened, what we witnessed today. Let's quickly get into the lineups first. Ter Stegen in goal. Fort, Araujo, Christensen, Martin, Gavi, Pedri, Fermin Lopez, Ansu Fati, Pau Victor, and Dani Rodriguez. So it was pretty obvious that for this game, we had to go over rotations. We're having an important match on Tuesday. That's what we have to prioritize. So we had to make rotations for this match, and we did. Seeing some players for the first time play, seeing some players for the first time play this season that we haven't seen in a very long time. Some players getting some more opportunities. A lot of rotation, decent formation, rotations. So these two are the main guys that have not played practically anything this season because of injuries, for sure. Christensen and Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen getting his getting another start after I don't even know specifically how many months. The last time he played was against Villarreal. I think it was against Villarreal, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I think it was Villarreal when he got that injury, right? It was against Villarreal when he got that when he received that injury. Yeah, Villarreal. Villarreal was the last time that Marc-André Ter Stegen played for FC Barcelona after he received an injury that match where, yeah, it looked pretty bad that game. But, he gets to start after months of not playing. Christensen, he's my guy, boy. If you guys don't understand, if you guys don't know, if I haven't expressed it before, I love Christensen. He's a player that I really liked. Since he came to Barcelona under Xavi, for me, it was great. And I'm happy to see him finally getting back into the team. And hopefully, Hansi Flick gets more trust in him. Hopefully, we don't see him leave this summer. He's definitely one player I would love to see play a lot more for Barcelona into the near future. Hector Ford is another guy. Hector Ford is a guy that I like a lot. He has a lot of potential. He's still a young lad. Today he struggled a bit, but he just still a lot of room for improvement for a guy who. He's still very young. Gerard Martin, pretty solid match from Gerard Martin, I can't lie. Ansu Fati, these are the minutes he has to take advantage of. Did he today? Not really. Pau Victor, another guy who has to take advantage of these minutes, but not really today. Dani Rodriguez is obviously the guy who came from La Masia, gets to start today, and I could say underwhelming, but I'm not going to expect much from a guy who hasn't played in months. But yeah, this is the lineup that we came in for today. So let's quickly go over the game. So like I said, ESPN, for some fucking reason, I'm paying for it on ESPN Plus, and they're like, nah, fuck you, you're going to miss a couple minutes of the game. And that's what happened. I missed 5 minutes of the game. The moment I click into the game, the moment it finally shows up, the stream starts working, and then boom, they score on us. From a little cross, they kick it in, another cross into the box. It deflects off of Araujo. Ter Stegen can't really do much. He goes like, he goes over him, and 5 minutes in, Ter Stegen gets scored on. Fitting, right? Fitting, because a lot of people were talking shit because of Ter Stegen coming back after injury and saying, "Oh God, we're screwed. He's gonna screw us over." And I bet a lot of those people were definitely happy to see that because they can go on Twitter and tweet shit about him. But yeah, unfortunate goal to concede 5 minutes in. And at that point, it was all defending from Valladoid. What can they do? They're bottom of the league. They already got relegated. They're out of La Liga next season. So at this point, they want to try and hold on to something. They haven't won a game since January. So obviously, getting an important win against Barcelona would be great for them, for sure. So after they got that first goal, they were defending. They did cause some danger in some attacks, but it was mostly us after that. We were controlling the ball. We were, trying to get something from this game. Pedri was the guy that was mostly in control of that ball. Like a lot of our game was flowing through Pedri, but it was obvious that we really couldn't create much with the attack force that we had. Dani Rodriguez, he attempted some things, but not too impressive, to be honest. A little, some attempts where he tried to take on the defense, put in some balls, take some shots, but nothing to the point where wow, no wow factor from him in this game. And then he comes off in the 30th minute after he comes off with a shoulder injury. I don't know if he dislocated it. I don't know what happened there, but he comes off for Lamine Yamal, which thankfully was needed because Lamine Yamal, he's the difference maker. He can create a lot of chances, and that's what we needed after we conceded a goal. But yeah, in that first half, we were struggling for sure to create much because Valladoid was just parking the bus. We definitely needed the big boys to come in, and that's what we got into the second half. But the first half, we were flowing a lot through Pedri. They did get some chances after that. I remember there was one good save from Ter Stegen, but where it deflected right back at them. I don't know what that was. It's clearly, Ter Stegen is clearly rusty. But it was mostly us in that first half, but after they got their first goal, and we were struggling a bit. One player I really liked in that first half was Gavi. Gavi, he impressed me a lot this game. You already know what we get from Gavi, the defensive presence in the box, and that workhorse in the box, not in the box, in the game, in the midfield, everywhere, because he just loves to fight for the ball. I said in the stream, imagine Gavi was 6 foot tall, Marc Bernal's height, that guy would be such a beast, but. Yeah, struggling in that first half, and then we go into the second half. Hansi Flick makes immediate rotations because he understands that we cannot afford to drop points. Pedri comes off for Frankie de Jong, and Rafinha comes on for Ansu Fati. So Ansu Fati had one good shot on him, made one good play, but besides that, didn't really do much. That left side was mostly Gerard Martin getting involved, which was not a good look for Ansu Fati. He didn't really do anything. But yeah, immediately Rafinha comes on, Frankie comes on, and they make an impact. But it was mostly Lamine Yamal making the impact. He was the one creating more of a dangerous, putting more dangerous crosses in, trying to get us back into the game, right? And that's exactly what happened. Lamine puts the ball into the box for Araujo. It gets blocked by a defender from Valladoid, and thankfully lands for Rafinha, and a great finish from Rafinha gets us back to the game 1-1. No offside there. Araujo was completely onside. Thankfully, we got us back in the game. And then the second goal came from an amazing cross from Gerard Martin, which really impressed me. And that wasn't the first one he did the whole game. He put in a good 2 or 3 good passes into the box, some good passes into dangerous areas for us. And I gotta say, I was impressed with his performance today. I'm not gonna say that he's completely changed my opinion on him now because we're playing Real Valladoid. Come on, but he's definitely went to this game with the intent to improve his attack, improve his final third plays, and he did that pretty well today. He puts in a great ball for Fermin, and Fermin with an amazing finish and gets us a 2-1 lead. Thankfully we get the 2-1 lead, but. Overall, I would say that in this game, not much to say because after that we were in more control. I guess the last dying minutes of the game, we struggled a little bit there because they were attacking us a little bit more, but nothing to be very worried about. I would give, at the end of the day, Martin got man of the match. I would give it to Ronald Araujo. I would edge it to Ronald Araujo because I think Araujo was very solid today. He made a lot of important saves and a lot of important tackles. He was covering a lot for forwards. Fort going forward, great. He had that one amazing play inside the box where he unfortunately hit post. Fort going forward, he has the technical ability. He has the confidence. He's very solid. He's very good going forward. But defensively today, he struggled a lot. And he had to rely a lot on Ronald Araujo to recover a lot of balls for him. And he did. So I would edge it to Ronald Araujo. I think he was great, but Gerard Martin for sure deserves the credit, deserves the man of the match. If not, Christensen impressed me a lot since coming back. He made his debut back against Inter Milan, and now this game. He's actually adapted very well to this high line. There was this one play where Ronald Araujo had to make the run all the way, back where, he felt some discomfort. We were like, oh shit, did he get injured? But Christensen, he pushed forward. He knew when to push forward. He knew when to keep them offside. So he's actually been very solid since coming back. So hopefully, like I said, I love Christensen, and hopefully we see more of him in the near future. Gavi comes off with an injury, unfortunately. Hopefully it's nothing major because Gavi, we're going to need him for the rest of the season. He's not starting these games. He's not a starter for Barcelona right now, but we're going to need him because when we're less control of the game, where we're losing the ball, when the other team has more control of the ball, more control of the game, we need someone like Gavi, that presence of Gavi, to get involved and, do what he did for us today, like recover balls, make great tackles. Like that's what we need from Gavi. Unfortunately, came off with an injury in the 70th minute, so hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully he comes back soon enough for you know for him to be get some minutes for the rest of the season. Eddie Garcia comes in for him, and Eddie Garcia did pretty solid as well. But overall, like I'm not gonna say much about this game. This game was pretty underwhelming in a lot of aspects of the game. Like Dani Olmo comes on, and I was like, for a good like, when the Dani Olmo came on in the 62nd minute, and for a good 20 minutes, I didn't even know he was playing. Like I genuinely didn't even know he was playing because in the second half, after we got the second goal, we slowed down a lot, and I genuinely forgot he was even playing. And so we got a little bit involved, some free kicks and stuff. But yeah. Overall, this game, it was just more of a factor of thank God we got the win. Thank God we got the 3 points, 3 important points because Real Madrid play tomorrow against Celta Vigo, and there's potentially a chance that they could drop points because Celta Vigo can definitely cause danger because the boy Iago Aspas likes to score on the big teams. Not much on Real Madrid, mostly on Barca, but hopefully he does something for us tomorrow. But yeah, important 3 points. Getting going with some confidence for this for the game on Tuesday, which is the important match. We played Real Madrid on the weekend. Like the main thing was not to drop points, right? Because the last thing I wanted was this game to be decided in a Clásico. That would have been just too nerve wracking for me, and I did not want to deal with that stress. And thankfully, we don't have to. Like if we lose that match, it will depend on us bottling it from there on because we would still be 1 point ahead of them, right? Because the main thing for me is Tuesday. The main thing for me is the game on Tuesday. That's the main thing I care about right now. Like if we win on Tuesday, if we get through to the final and then we lose 3-0, 4-0 against Madrid on Sunday, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because after that, I'm still confident we can win all our games and still win the league. What I care about is getting to the Champions League final. So hopefully these players just go in with full confidence, with full just confidence, bro. Just confidence to go into this game on Tuesday and try and get us to the final. And one thing I can say about this next match on Tuesday is that thankfully Araujo didn't come off because there was a moment where Araujo, when he made that run back, it looked like he would have come off because Kobarci started warming up. Because I think Araujo might be that one guy, that one little guy. Not little, but he's a big guy. But that one guy who should definitely, probably, most likely play on Tuesday against Inter. I'm going to make a separate video talking about the game, my preview before the game. But Ronald Araujo is that one guy I'm eyeing that should definitely come into this game against Inter Milan. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Hansi Flick agrees or not. But overall, no, not much to say about this game. Just happy that we got the win. Happy that we got the 3 points. And we'll see tomorrow what Real Madrid do against Celta Vigo. Hopefully drop points. But let me know down in the comments down below what you guys thought about the game. Who you guys thought was your man of the match. Do you think just Gerard Martin deserved it? Or was it another player that you thought stepped up, was very good today? For me, it was also another player that did very well. So it could have gone either Fermin, Araujo, Gerard Martin. Either three. But yeah, what do you guys think about Ter Stegen coming back into the team? Are you confident? Do you think he's going to be starting a lot more games now that he's back, or will Hansi Flick just keep on trusting Szczesny? We'll see. I think Szczesny should stay at this point. Like, there's no point of putting Ter Stegen back into the squad. But yeah, let me know all those things down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload, and I will be back in my next video for a preview of the Champions League semifinal second leg, which will be the main one, the main thing I'm eyeing. We're all eyeing. Our dreams are all set up for that. Our mental health are all set up for that game for the next couple weeks. So yeah, let's see what happens there. Love you all. Take care. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, which probably be in a couple of days from now. Much love. Peace.